Hey YouTube, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul. Today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create that pitched vocal lead that Martin Garrix uses in his latest track, Name of Love, featuring Bebe Rexha. So let's get straight to it. After it's all said and done, our vocal lead will sound something like this. So let's go ahead and create a new software instrument track and bring in Logic's EXS24 sampler instrument. And we will be dragging in our vocal sample. Now, the sample itself is not exactly the same as heard in the original track, but it does the job. So I'm just going to pull it in here and pull it in on C2. And I'm just going to make sure it gets pitched up a couple octaves here. So once you dragged in your vocal sample of choice, go ahead and just close this, and you can save it if you like. Just call it Name of Love. All right, so let's go ahead and recreate that pitch melody right here. So I'm just going to draw it in once again, just so you guys see what it takes to kind of get that sort of melody going. Let's loop this here and solo this track out. Let's create myself some more room and let's get to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw in the notes so you see what's happening here with the actual sample itself. Now thankfully I programmed this before, so I know how the melody goes. Okay, so that's pretty much the melody right there. And go ahead and duplicate it and put it over here. But we're gonna make one final fine tune here. There it is right there. All right, so since we want to have sort of a pitched effect, I want sort of the notes to kind of glide into each other, and that's where our EXS24 comes into play. So we're just going to turn up our glide right here just a little bit. So it glides in between each notes. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our next step. I do want to make this a softer, not so much of a pluck sound. Like, this is really hard. We want to make that a softer hit as heard in the song Name of Love. So we're going to go ahead and just play around with our enveloper. Bring in a dynamics enveloper. And we're just going to make it a softer sound. So we're just going to pull the gain all the way down here. We'll pull in the attack to soften up the attack. Kind of bring down the release as well. So here it is without. It's a little sharper. And that just makes it a little bit softer. So next thing we do, we're going to bring in a nice reverb. So let's go ahead, reverb, platinum verb. So let's just leave it as something like that. We'll just use the default settings right there. Maybe lower this a little bit here. Next, let's go ahead and bring in a nice stereo delay, or let's use a tape delay actually. Let's change this to an 8th value. Just gonna cut a little bit here. Next, let's bring in another plugin. We'll bring in an overdrive plugin just to kind of pull out our vocal lead from the mix itself and get it saturated. So somewhere like there sounds good. So we bring down this. We don't need too crazy. And then finally, what we're going to lastly do is put on a sidechain effect plugin. Now you can do this obviously with a compressor and sort of route in your sidechain, but I'm just going to use a quick plugin for this tutorial. And if I can find it, it's Waves Pumper. And it just gives us a nice sidechain effect off the bat. So here it is with all the effects off. You add in the enveloper to soften it up. Add in the verb, which then goes into the delay, which then gets saturated with our overdrive plugin. And then we add in a sidechain pumping effect. Then let's go ahead and bring it in with the rest of the track. So that's how you create that Martin Garrix pitch vocal lead from Name of Love featuring Bebe Rexha. So I'm going to go ahead and save this vocal sample right here, and you guys can download that in the description box below so you can follow along with the tutorial and make this vocal lead pattern yourself. If you do have any questions on this, you can ask me also in the comment section below. And for more good videos like these, remember to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one. Talk to y'all soon. Later. Peace.